with some beautiful speeches today. So let's hear some beautiful speeches from our speakers today. Now, I would want you all to sit again with a pen and paper so that we can write the important words that we hear today from the speeches. Because in the next segment, I'm going to ask you certain things from the speeches today. So we'll take a guess that what you have heard, how many powerful words have you written today from the speech. Just to remind you that words have power. With this, I would want to call upon our first speaker, Toastmaster Prem. But before calling him to start with the speech, I will request Toastmasters Prem Evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, to come on stage and give a brief about his speech today.
Toastmaster Mehek, I see that.
I hope I'm audible. Okay. So good morning, everyone.
Is raising his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to share the timer that when you are sharing the screen, after showing the card in couple of seconds, you can stop sharing. So in case of shared screen, the speaker window gets very small. So don't keep the window. Just share the screen and share. I think that would be good for this.
Great person in our community. I'll be evaluating Colonel Prem Prakash. Has a diverse experience as an armed forces. He is currently working as educator, performing roles as a principal and director. He provides a career guidances, management and finance, and he's a potential soft skill trainer. He's a superb person and a very inspiring writer. Today, we have an opportunity to get even more inspired through the words that he's going to deliver today. So, dreams, destination, there are Colonel Prem Prakash. Colonel Prem
And instead of joining in January of 74, I had to join in April 74. So I, along with my parents, came to Dehradun, to RIMC, and we started the admission formalities. And during the course of these formalities, my mother got a little upset as we had to fill in a bond, for admission there. So we had this discussion, father, mother, self. I was, of course, very keen. However, at the end of that family discussion, mother did not get convinced, and we decided to go back, and we returned to Rishikesh. I was very, very upset and really crestfallen, possibly. So I thought, let me make another attempt. And I made appeal to my mother. In fact, I pleaded with her of Rishikesh, something happened, and mother agreed to come back to Dehradun. So, and this was Sunday. We came back to Dehradun, to our IMC. We made the formal. They left. And today, and then I got admission there in our IMC. Best sportsman in games. And then I passed out second best all-round cadet and got this Colonel Houghton silver medal. And from there, I went to NDA. I had passed in my first attempt. And in NDA, I was assigned Echo Squadron. And for next 3 years, I was supposed to be there. NDA also, I had an excellent time, good performance. I passed out best in drill. And I had the honor of carrying the presidential colors during the passing out parade. And then in 82, I then joined Indian Military Academy again to Dehradun, my dream destination. And here were fortunate to be selected for this Golden Jubilee Indian Military Academy expedition to Mount Trishul and to Mount Comet. And I were June 1982. And this was a unique distinction to have that. And of course, I felt deeply empowered. After the expedition, I came back. We were welcomed. We had the photograph with Srimati Indira Gandhi. And subsequent to this training at IMA, I again got posted as instructor at IMA. The connection with Dehradun continued, got posted as Adam officer to RIMC, and then the commandant RIMC. And that was indeed a great distinction to be the head of the institution where you have studied. And that engagement with Dehradun continues even today. And now I visit Dehradun every month. So to conclude, dream, dream, dream. Dream transforms into thoughts, and thoughts result into action. And these were the famous words of our beloved President Abdul Kalam. And I had the proud privilege of meeting him along with our cadets at the Rashtrapati Bhavan after our mountaineering expedition, Mount Black Peak. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prem, for sharing such an inspiring and empowering journey of your dream destination and your life story as well with all of us. It was truly inspiring for all of us to hear you today. Now, I would request everyone to take up a minute and would want all of you to write your feedback for Toastmaster Prem in the chat section below. You can send a personal message to him as well. I would request the timer to please notify Okay, let's move forward. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Mohit, listening to stories and teaching. But before calling him up on stage, I would request the evaluator, Toastmaster Neetu, to come up on stage. Toastmaster Neetu, she is an alumni from IIT Bombay, and currently she is residing in Ajmer. Her world thrive indoors, which is fueled by relentless curiosity as well. And she loves solving Rubik Cube. Requesting Toastmaster Neetu to share the objectives of Toastmaster Mohit's speech.
Thank you so much, Mehak. Good morning, everyone. And it's going to be my first evaluation as a part of my Level 1 project. And it's my pleasure that I get a chance to evaluate Mr. Mohit Lodhi. So today, I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Mohit Lodhi. And so smiling through sacrifices, treasuring the moments that count. Mohit Lodhi, smiling through sacrifices, treasuring the moments that count.
Hi, fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests. The day I was born, I cried, as every newborn does. But around me, there were only smiles. I used to wonder, as I grew up, if those smiles meant that I was loved, my first breath in this world. It is curious thing, isn't it? We enter this world crying, but we are welcomed with smiles. Smiles that signal the beginning a new life, filled with hope and happiness. As I grew older, I found joy in the company of my cousins, both younger and older, who would gather in our village every summer. Those days were filled with laughter, games, and a sense of togetherness, but still bring me a smile to my face. Whenever I think back on them, ah, the good old days. They remind me that smiles are not just about joy, they also about the bond we share with the people who matter most in our lives. As we grow, we learn to fight for our causes, for our dreams. When we win, we smile. When we lose, it feels someone ate my piece of cake, kind of. The hardest part was realizing that as I pursued my career, my parents, who had sacrificed so much to give me a better life, needed me more than ever. Yet I was far away. Only during pandemic, however, we had the rare opportunity to be together again. And those moments filled with smiles and loves were the happiest I have known. Later I later in life I married a beautiful woman and we have a sweet little child. I lived in Gurugram, but destiny had other plans. My wife and child now live in Jabalpur as she pursued her PhD, and we are separated by distance. It has saddened me to be away from them, but I know that the sacrifice we make today are for better tomorrow. The smile of my child on a video call, it will keep me going on. It reminds me that our parents made similar sacrifices sending us to different cities for education and work, all for the sake of our future. I believe many of you having similar experiences. We compromise our present to secure our future, but in doing so, we must not forget the ones who always make us smile, our parents. They are growing older day by day. Whenever possible, let us do something to bring a smile to their faces, just as they have done for us all of our lives. And if you are far from home, far from those who make you smile, then I urge you to spread happiness wherever you are. Help others who is in need. Bring a smile to their faces. And in doing so, you might just find a smile on your own, just as you do now. So, as we work hard to build our future, I leave you with this question. What's one thing you can do today to bring a smile to the face of someone you love? And no, ordering them dessert doesn't count unless you order for me too. That's all. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. And what's one thing that I loved about your speech was the quote that you used, like smiles are not just about joy, but it's also for the people who matter most in our lives. And for the question that you asked, like what's one thing you want to do for the people you love? I think like smile, and that would make the day for the other person as well. Now, I would request everyone to please take a moment to write your feedback for Toastmaster Mohit in the chat with us. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your feedback. Moving upon to our next speaker, Toastmaster Mohit, who is a project manager by profession, and he enjoys writing, training, being a teacher whenever he gets a chance. Before inviting him on stage, I would take a moment to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Chintan, who is a clinical research professional with over a decade of experience in global clinical trials. He's a mentor to many aspiring communicators and a professional keynote speaker as well. He has expertise in crafting and delivering impactful speeches, which is truly inspiring and empowering for all of us. So let's invite Toastmaster Chintan on stage to read out the objectives for Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mehak. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, my target speaker, a wonderful storyteller, is going to attempt his level 1, project 3 from the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of this speech is for the member to learn and review the basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Timer, please note the timing would be 5 to 7 minutes, and the speaker has already got my attention and commendation because of the title of his speech. I wish the speaker all the very best, and back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chintan. I hope our speaker is ready. We can see him on the stage.
Hi, Mehak. I
All
would like
right.
to check if we are able to see the shared screen.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
Maybe you
Toastmaster
want
Mohit,
to-
you plan to share the screen during entire speech?
Yes.
Then timer, would it be feasible for the timer to put the timing in the chat, or how you would like to see the timing?
I can share my screen, and I think it will be visible on Mohit sir screen also.
Okay, I think only one person can share the screen, but yeah, sorry to interrupt. And yeah,
Toastmaster Mac, just give me a second. Let me confirm. Yeah, only one person can share the screen right now. So, Toastmaster Mohit, just let me know how do you want me to give you a signal at 5 minutes or over.
Okay. Is it possible for you to change your background? I can tag you.
Wait a second. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mohit, can you see this timer on my screen? If this is work, this will work.
Yes, actually, yes. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll
That's
start
nice.
the timer again with 7 minutes, right?
Okay.
Toastmaster Mike, would you please announce the title and Toastmaster's name?
Yes. All right. So I see that the speaker is visible and the screen is also being shared. So Toastmaster Mohit, what's your problem? What's your problem, Mohit sir?
She's sending the report out at 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning. What's her problem? Friends, haven't we often said this? What's their problem? When they do something odd, something audacious, something unexpected, they come to office late, they don't send out a report in time, or they just keep pushing you with something which is already working fine. What's their problem? Yes, in our corporate life, that's a question that I have solved. What is their problem? Friends, have you considered being on the other side though? How would that make you feel? Definitely not good. In fact, it would make you feel misinterpreted, misjudged, maybe even misused. And yet, it keeps happening over and over again. It's quite alarming because a recent Forbes magazine article said that the companies which are really doing well, like the Googles and the Southwest Airlines of the world, they consider their employees a notch above their customers. Yes, and yet we keep doing things to make our employees feel miserable. According to a recent study done by Gallup, which is called The State of Global Workforce 2023, the finding is that over half the workplace population is disengaged, 59% to be precise. And still, we don't do much to overcome this situation. Imagine that kind of number of people disengaged, meaning that they are doing at best the minimum required to keep their job. It's costing our economy a total of $8.8 trillion. It's like money being sent down the drain. What's the way out? Why is this disengagement? Maybe there are several reasons for that. but I would like to tackle just one today. And that is the kind of environment we are creating for our people. Can we consider creating an environment which is a nurturing one instead of the one that is in place now? According to Dr. Timothy R. Clark, the author of the book, The 4 Stages of Psychological Safety, there are 4 stages which start with the foundational one of inclusion. This is the state where we feel included and belonging to a particular place. For example, if you're a guest in the meeting today, how about if you are asked to hand out the winner's certificates? How would that make you feel? Great, isn't it? That takes us to the second level of learners' safety. This is the place where you feel comfortable in asking questions, clarifying your doubts, and getting guidance. I remember one manager who stepped forward and almost took tuitions for me when I was working on a completely new domain. She made me understand that topic, and I will never forget that manager. That takes us to the third stage of psychological safety, which is contributor safety. This is an environment where people want to come forward and contribute. Let's say you ask your manager that you want to give a training, and he not only encourages you, but carves out a path for you, creates a forum for you where you can do it in a much bigger manner. That, my friends, takes us to the last, but definitely not least level, which is the challenger safety. This is where people feel comfortable in challenging the status quo. The other day, Alokita called me, our VP of Education. She said that, Mohit, the way we are doing the awards distribution in our club needs to be revisited. We do it after the meeting is over in an offline manner, but doing it during the meeting would be far more effective. I was glad that we are creating an environment where members are empowered to come forward and challenge the status quo. Now, that's a lot for all of us to cover, friends, but I would just like to leave you with one approach. Next time, when you have an urge to say, what's your problem? How about you say, she sent out the email at 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning? What's on her mind? Can I support her? Toastmaster of the day.
What an awesome speech, Toastmaster Mohit. You shared that how environment shapes the way we function, the way we formulate ourselves. And definitely, words have a lot of impact on how our environment shapes us as well. So thank you for sharing words of wisdom and the 4 stages of psychological safety that we can incorporate, not even in just our corporate lives, but even in our lives as well. With this, now I would request everyone to take a moment to write your feedback for Toastmaster Mohit in the chat below. Timer, please notify once 1 minute is over. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh. Okay, fine. Well, now let's move on to our next speaker, none other than Toastmaster Swati. Before calling her on stage, I would request Toastmaster Nidhi, her evaluator, to share the objectives of Toastmaster Swati's speech.
Hello, everybody. Hope you all are fine. Today, I am evaluator of Swati's speech. Swati is our seasoned speaker, and it is her level 2 presentation mastery. Her speech title is Navigating My 20s. Swati Singh, Navigating My 20s. All the best to you. Stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. When I was 20, I began preparing for the civil services exam right after my graduation. And as we all know, that it is the toughest exam of the country with fierce competition and a pass percentage of just 1. Everyone around me, including myself, believed that since I've always had a strong academic performance, I had a good chance of succeeding. So I joined a coaching institute and dedicated myself to this goal with unwavering commitment and diligence. I took the exam twice in 2 years, both times with disheartening results. 2 years of stagnation made me question where my career was heading. In a decision of haste, I joined an MSc program in a subject I liked to overcome the feeling of stagnation while continuing preparing for the exam. By the way, 2 years is also the time needed to complete a postgraduate degree that we Indians hold in high regard. It is the MBA. While continuing with the drudgery, I began to ponder over a question which I should have thought of at the starting of the journey. I realized that while I focused on the preparation part, while choosing this career path, I hadn't really considered whether this path even aligned with the kind of life I wanted. Some soul searching led me to the conclusion that an MBA would help me develop skills that I would be happy to practice in real world. And now I am on my journey to prepare for MBA entrance exams. And let me tell you all that it is not easy to change the direction of life and mindset after investing huge amounts of time, money, and effort into an endeavor. Since making that switch, I often regret the 2 years I spent preparing for the civil services exam. The what ifs continue to weigh heavily on me, with the biggest concern being what if this part doesn't work out either. But over time, I have realized that our 20s can be intensely overwhelming because it's a period of significant life transition, like finishing college, starting a career, marriage, and a lot more. And of course, all this can bring lots of uncertainties in life and lots of self-doubt. You make mistakes, you second guess your decisions, and you wrestle with the what ifs. And the world around you, both intentionally or unintentionally, keeps you reminding that time is slipping away. Comparing yourself to others becomes almost inevitable. People become reminders of what you're missing out on life and what you are late for. Scrolling through social media, seeing old classmates achieve milestones in lives like employment, promotion, marriage, makes you question your own progress. Amid all this, I once had a revealing conversation with a senior from school. We were catching up on our lives when he shared his professional journey with me. He told me that after completing a job as a security, he always had a dream of starting his own venture, something related to making smart home appliances using Internet of Things. Working in a remote village in Uttar Pradesh, his mundane job constantly reminded him of the dreams that he had set aside for the sake of job security. Eventually, he gave up on that position and started to pursue his startup dream. And now his venture is flourishing, receiving significant funding, and is showing promising results. His journey gave me a sense that maybe, after all the considerations, reconsiderations, and the detours, eventually life does start to make sense. The feeling was further reinforced when I read a Vogue article titled "Your 20s Will Probably Be the Worst Years of Your Adult Life." It naturally caught my attention. The article talked about research findings that our mental health typically follows a J-shaped curve throughout our life, which means that it declines from childhood through young adulthood and then rising steadily in later decades. It was startling to know that around 60% young adults face issues with anxiety. But the insight was reassuring affirming that the challenges are not eternal. With observations and experiences, I have realized that our 20s are a period of continual self-discovery and rediscovery. It's a phase of growth that often takes longer than we might expect. But as we age, it starts to get better as we gain more control over friends, work, love, rent, healthcare, and over most aspects of our lives. So it is very crucial to debunk the myth of being behind in life, as Elias Michael wisely notes that being behind in life is a myth. Your life is unfolding at its own unique pace. Every path is unique, and every step, no matter when it's taken, is exactly on time. Embracing this perspective means that you don't have to have your entire life figured out. Instead, adopting the mindset of taking it 1 week at a time can really help you manage life's uncertainties and maintain a sense of progress. So, our 20s are both difficult and defining years, where the weight of past investments and future expectations can often feel overwhelming. What I have learned so far is that we should embrace this journey, be kind to ourselves, and trust the process that we are moving forward at our own unique pace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. You shared some beautiful words of wisdom for all of us and maybe gave a reality check as well and busted the myth about being in our 20s, like how 20s can also be in our life a part of change that helps in all of us. And definitely every part is unique. We need to find where we have to uh, discovery and rediscovery for our own self. A beautiful speech and love the way you use certain words. Now, I want you all to take a moment and write your feedback for Toastmaster Swati in the chat. All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh, for the heads up. Well, in between, a reminder for all of you. I hope that you are writing the powerful and the words that we have been using in the speeches today. So be ready for the upcoming tests or the quiz that would be incorporated. Meanwhile, let's invite our next speaker, Toastmaster Alokita. Toastmaster Alokita, can we have you on screen?
Isn't it Swati? Sorry, Ragini. Ragini.
And who will be the evaluator?
Evaluator Mohit.
Okay. So we have our next speaker, Toastmaster Ragini. But before calling her on stage, I would request Toastmaster Mohit to give the objectives for Toastmaster Ragini's speech. Toastmaster Mohit, can we have you on stage?
Yes. Hi, Toastmaster Mehek. Thank you for that opportunity. And Toastmaster Ragini is giving her icebreaker speech today. The objectives of the icebreaker speech are to share a bit about the member and get to know Ragini. Everybody gets to know Ragini in the process. And the idea is for her to share her thoughts and views so we can understand her journey and her dreams. So with that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Ragini on the screen. Let's add her on the spotlight. Toastmaster Ragini, can you hear us? Would you be able to come on video? Hi, Toastmaster Ragini, can you hear me? Okay, Mehak, while Ragini is joining in, just so you are aware, the speech title for Ragini is Life is Full of Surprises. And she's, I think, trying to connect. Looks like she's facing some technical issues.
Or she's in for a surprise for us.
Yeah.
Maybe I think because we announced her speech title or introduced it at the last, maybe she
Okay,
is
yeah,
expecting
that's
that Alokita's speech will be before. So
yeah, that's quite possible. Okay, Toastmaster Mehak, in that scenario, and I've messaged Ragini as well, but she hasn't responded. In that scenario, can we have Toastmaster Alokita go first?
Yes, sure. Toastmaster Alokita, are you ready? All right.
Yes.
So we have our speaker, Toastmaster Alokita, who is a writer with a passion for crafting compelling stories and engaging thinking. For Toastmaster Alokita's evaluator, Toastmaster Ashish, I would like to call him on stage. Toastmaster Ashish is a finance professional with Toastmaster by passion. He has served as area director and in various roles in the EC as well, including the president. I would request him to come up on stage and share the objectives for Toastmaster Alokita's speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mehak. We Indians love the tadka, as we call it, the spices and condiments, isn't it? Without the tadka, dal is not the same, or no dish is the same without the spices and condiments. And in today's speech marathon, Toastmaster Alokita is bringing a spice as well. It's not a normal speech. It's a session of nearly 20 minutes where she'll be practicing reaching consensus on a topic. And her topic is creating the environment where everyone is self-motivated to complete their educational goal in Toastmasters. What a relevant one, Toastmaster Alokita. You can bring this topic in any of the club. So the timing here is 20 minutes, and then she will take a 2 to 3 minutes time to close. So I'll request 2 minutes yellow at 19 topic, so you can show a timing accordingly for the closing statement. And of course, I'll be assessing the ability of the speaker to facilitate and maintain a discussion in order to reach the consensus. Back to you, TM Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish, for sharing the objectives for Toastmaster Alokita. Toastmaster Alokita, we can see you on screen. So I hope that you are ready.
I'd like to share my screen.
All right. I think you can do so. You are the co-host. Please check.
I'm not able to. Yes, I can. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Toastmaster Toastmaster Alokita, creating an environment where everybody is self-motivated to complete their educational goals, creating an environment where everyone Toastmaster Alokita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. Now everybody gets set, because this is not my project, this is ours project. Because we are having a discussion here, a meaningful discussion for our club. So you all know this has been iterated multiple times, that my theme is creating environment where everybody is self-motivated to complete their educational goals. So you might be thinking, why this discussion? So first reason, this is my project. Toastmasters want me to do this. And why did I choose this topic? Why not something else? Because I'm VPE and it's part of my responsibility to keep this club motivated to achieve educational goals. To give you some perspective, what is educational goals and where do we stand? And I'm saying we because here we are talking about two clubs, because we are walking hand in hand, the Toastmaster Club of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmaster Club. So these two are the reports. Where are we currently? So if you can see, we have goals met 0. And these are our educational goals. Level 1 awards. For Leaders Connect, we have 1 level 1 award and 1 level 2 awards. And for Storytellers, we have none. And apart from that, all other educational goals we are yet to meet. So with this discussion, I aim to solve this puzzle together. Now, you may want to ask, why do we care about Toastmasters goals? Because it's not Toastmasters goal. Toastmaster is just giving us a way. It's showing us where we need to go. When we complete our educational goals, it's for ourselves. Suppose we complete level 1, that means we have one person who has learned to write a speech with a purpose, to face public, and to use their body language. So this is for our development. So we are concerned about the Toastmasters goals. And why do we need members to be self-motivated? Because again, it's your journey. It's everyone's journey. And so we need to be self-motivated. It's just like wearing helmets. We don't need to impose fine so that you wear helmet. You should wear helmet because it's for your safety. So you should be self-motivated because it's for your journey, your growth. When you complete your educational goals, you learn communication skills and the leadership skills, which you have enrolled here, for which you are paying. Okay. So now I want you all to help me reach answer to 2 questions. The first one, what can we do as a club or as a team to achieve this goal of learning and growing together? And the second is, what support do you need from me or from the EC members? So let's start. Over to you all. Who would like to share their opinion first? What can we do as a club to achieve this goal of learning and growing together? Toastmaster Mohit.
Thanks, Toastmaster Alokita. This is such an amazing project and for all of us. So I personally think that we would want to understand, or we should understand, let's say, what is my goal and what is my current state, so that we can see what projects or how I can bridge those.
Great. Anyone else wants to add something? Mohit Sani says that we need to understand the goal. Maybe the members are not understanding what's the goal.
I think we join a Toastmasters meeting or a club with a purpose, right? We have a pain point in why are we joining. But with time and as life moves on, we forget the why we joined. So just like going to a gym, we need to be reminded of the why we joined the club. What was our motivation behind it? Maybe we can record the why we joined Toastmasters Club at the beginning, okay, and share it on the site. We can be pointed back to the same one as a gentle reminder that you've not yet achieved the goal. So something like that. Maybe that is what will help us grow together.
That's a powerful insight, I would say. Anyone else wants to add something? We need to understand our goal. We need to remember why we joined at the first place. These 2 points we have got so far. Toastmaster Mehak, why don't you share something?
So I believe that why not you give a goal to each of the members about their, if we are talking about speeches and the educational goals, maybe you can assign to certain members, because at times when the members are new, they might not be able to involve themselves much in speaking, and they are reluctant to take the speech slot basically after meeting next to next meetings like this going on. So giving a slot to them that you need to prepare in 2 weeks, maybe give a way to remind them that that's what they have joined Toastmasters for.
Okay, so I think we went to the second question, and I've surely noticed the support I need to give as VPE for the club. And what do you think we can do to make the environment that people are self-motivated? Neetu, you want to add something? And
I
I'd
like the
request,
idea that
1 second, Neetu. I'd like to request everyone, you don't need permission. It's an open discussion. So speak freely, just don't interrupt anyone else. Just this.
understood.
Neetu,
I like
please
the
go ahead.
idea that Dipti shared, that we keep reminding people what they are here for. And to add upon that, apart from self-motivating factor, the members also can motivate them. For example, we can share the journey of some other members from other clubs. How did they transform? Such
Sounds great.
story.
I have a suggestion here, just to induce this environment. Sometimes a vision of where do we stand helps as in a push to move ahead. So maybe we can have some kind of a dashboard, so to say, on our page somewhere displaying where do everybody stand in, so that that gives them a visibility. How close are they to their end goal, and how again that could, and also they can see how other people are progressing. So that will also give them a push by itself to step up and take charge.
Thanks for reminding this, Monica, and I'll take this as an opportunity to tell you all that the sheet we have shared in our club description, take roles, there's another sheet where you can update your project levels, which everyone is not using. So I've already created that. If you can, just whenever you give your speech, just go and update that you have given that speech.
That's great. maybe we can display it further.
Yep.
When we meet, maybe we can actually display, or maybe we can send a reminder, please go and check that sheet, because I have not seen that sheet thanks that you reminded me. I'll go and check today. But I think this information may not be available to all, that yes, we have this dashboard already available. So
maybe new
yeah.
members don't have that information.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks for
maybe last
that.
meeting of a month, the presiding officer can just quickly show a snapshot, maybe less than 30 seconds, and just show
Yeah, that
once a month.
That's an actionable step, and I'll write it just now that we have to do that.
And to add on, as Deepti suggested, towards the last meeting, maybe we can actually, as we did today also, right? Like you and me were recognized for completing a level, but eventually who was the best, or who crossed maximum level in last 4 weeks? Probably we can share those people name. It may not be completing a level, but again, that recognition sometime pushes. Oh yes, I can also do that. I can also maybe deliver 2 projects in 1 month time frame. So maybe.
That's a great suggestion, and we are actually working on. Process is going on. Are you there?
Yes.
Not in the meeting.
Hi, Alokita. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. I was just going to add that maybe a question for everybody, right? Do we understand all these report card which Alokita showed us, right? There are various things, some numbers there, or do we need another session with everybody to help them understand? Just an open question for everyone. How many of us understand the sort of report card that Alokita showed us? Okay, Chintan understands it. Okay. Mehak,
We might
Monica.
understand, but I think that ownership needs to come, because we are a part of the club which has that goal. So that feeling of ownership, that without us doing the actions, the report card will not be updated.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, Deepti. And I see the Simi has shown a thumbs down. Simi is one of the newest members we have had, and she doesn't yet understand it. So, point taken. I think at least some work would need to be done to make everybody comfortable with what this rating system is about. Only then can we see how well or what we need to do.
And Mohit, just a quick question. So for new joiners, is there any orientation session just to get us updated what is the pathways, pitches, and how it's going to be in future, so that maybe as an end goal we can start understanding this report too?
Yeah, I would request Alokita, do you want to take that question? You're working on some of that, yeah?
I was thinking about that. So we don't have this orientation session, and I think it's not feasible to take for each member, but we are preparing orientation document where you will be provided each and every details from your pathways to roles and why you need to take those roles, what benefits you will get, and everything. The document, I think, will be able to give you in this week only.
Okay, so that at least in next
Yes.
meeting I'm prepared. I know what is happening.
Yeah, sure.
Just to keep everyone posted, there is one orientation session that will be taken place that is from the district side as well. So it would be on 7th September, that is Saturday. The poster would be floated, but I am letting you all know so soon that there would be an orientation session. And every year this happens, usually in the beginning of the year as well. So
Sure.
maybe we will share the link and all the members can get benefit from that session.
Thank you, Mehak, for adding on that.
Hi all, this is Ravinder. I'm
Yeah.
the guest over here today, and thanks to Mohit for sharing the link over in one of the group. So I joined from there. So yeah, it's new for me also. I also want to join this group, and I have just one curiosity to know, like we are joining this Toastmaster, I think once in a week, and we are just finding where the our counter timing and where we are lacking something, we are giving the feedback. Do we have any kind of group also where we connect? I think some kind of conversation, because if someone is not having the surrounding or environment where they can speak daily in English or something, so kind of group we can create, I think, and we can schedule if anyone want to join, they can join daily for 10, 15 or 20 minutes, and they can discuss in English. And I think something of, I think one of the idea we can work on.
Ravinda, may I ask what kind of discussion are you suggesting?
Just like learning English and the leadership both. And I think getting the fluency in English, the grammatical things, the pronunciations, everything, like we are growing, learning, because the Toastmaster is about to how you be a good speaker, right? And you can be the good speaker if you know all your weakness, instead of like once in a week, if you daily can connect and make a group, or like we are a Toastmaster group where we are joining once in a week. So we can have the conversation for 10, 15 minutes regularly, kind of if possible. And there will be the some mentor or the senior person.
Yeah, actually, there are groups, not our clubs group, but there are some groups created by individuals who would like to do this kind of discussion, and they actually share topics for impromptu speaking. You can share your speeches and get evaluations. So you can connect
Right.
with any of the old members, and you'll get one or the other group's link.
Okay, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Hi
Nidhi,
everyone.
yeah, Nidhi.
Alokita, the thing is that I understood his concern. The thing is that I also know a couple. I know one group.
Nidhi,
Yeah.
I'll request, let's concentrate on the topic. We
Yes.
our
Same thing I was
yeah.
saying. Same thing. Saying that what he is saying session wherein they discuss stable topics, so it really helps them in enhancing their communication skill, because once in a week obviously some people they get chance to speak and many people they don't get chance to speak, and everybody and sometimes it also happens that people they don't have time to attend the session. So this is really a good idea, and I have seen people that benefiting from this daily
Thanks.
discussion of on
Yeah.
table topics.
Thanks, Nidhi, thanks a lot for sharing that. Shall we come back to the topic of discussion we have currently? That what we can do to create a supportive environment where everyone feels self-motivated to complete their educational goals, their levels. Toastmasters Chintan, yes. Lessons.
In my opinion, sometimes we need to change that direction. And for the growth in Toastmasters, what personally helped me help.
Anyone else? Toastmaster Mohit Lodi, would you like to share something?
Hello,
Huh.
am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So, after hearing each and everyone, so I also like thought like we have to, like, for self motivating we have to like give something like others to motivate them with their names each and every after 2 week, 4 week, what Monica has said. Like after 4 week, like we should announce the one who is progressing more and who is lag behind. So they will take cover of that. They will also come forward for that. So yes, these things can work for us. Self motivating this for motivating others, need to give something ownership. That's yes, and also to move them forward, we have to show them the chart like where we are steps and what we have to achieve. Yes.
Thank you, Mohit. And Deepak, Toastmaster Deepak, you want to add something?
Yes, Toastmaster Amrita, sorry to say, but I'm still not able to understand the level things. So how we can achieve this level? What's uh, goals we have to achieve? So yes, it's new for me also because I joined 3 months back and still I am trying to understand about the level. So it's just that okay, I started and took 2 3 meetings. Then I took the role of timer, then this table topics and our counter. So this is I'm not aware about that this is a part of level or this is just uh, that the role I am just using during the meeting. So yes, so you told me that you have to give your icebreaker speech. So I'm just prepared and in next week I'll deliver this speech. But I'm exactly not know about the level how to achieve and this thing.
Okay. Thanks a lot for sharing the pain point you have. And it is very important to understand pain points so that we can find a solution. And I would also like to use this opportunity to remind all the mentors, please update your mentees about their pathways, levels, and what the taking roles play important role in their or and growth. We have connect to masters.
Sure. Okay, so you will share that once you share the credentials with me.
Yeah, sure.
As
Yes, sure. So, what support do you need from us to keep you motivated? And this was a very meaningful discussion. Timer, can I start my speech now?
Yes, Toastmaster Alokita, you can start.
Thank you. So, this was a very nice discussion. This was an eye-opening discussion because that a lot of us don't even know what their pathways is, and we are talking about goals. This was an eye-opening discussion for me. And sure, I have jotted down points that what I need to do as an EC member, as a vice president education. And I think you all should know what you need to do at your end. You need to understand your goals. You need to know your why. You need to remember your why. And the most important thing I would like for you all to take away is ask questions. If you don't know something, just don't sit and wait for someone else to start a discussion like this. If you don't know, reach out. Reach out to your EC members, reach out to me, reach out to president, reach out to any of the EC members, reach out your mentors, ask when you get the solution. If we don't, I'm taking away you all on this journey, and I'll do my best take the best out of Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alokita, for this healthy speech you gave for all of us to let us know that where we stand today. And I'm sure that taking forward, we would be able to incorporate the feedbacks that we have received from all of us, and let's see how we are able to progress further in the in our educational journey. And maybe we can connect over this more often so that we can discuss over how further course of action can be taken regarding the education course. However, now let's move on, and due to the paucity of time, okay, I see Toastmaster Mohit raising his hand.
Yeah, I was going to
All
say the
right.
same thing. I think that we'll have to reschedule Ragini's speech to next time. And in fact, given the paucity of time, we also want to check if we do something differently so we can finish the meeting mostly on time. Uh, I'll probably leave it up to you to take it forward, Mehak, and we can discuss if needed.
All right, so we can just start on with our evaluation segment.
Yeah,
Maybe we
might
can
be
have.
we take a challenge as evaluators to finish in 1 to 2 minutes time. So that might.
Yes, okay. So let's take this forward. Timer, please note that the evaluation would be done in 1 to 2 minutes only. That's how we do the table topics. So I would pass on the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Deepti, to take us forward with the evaluation.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Mehek. Let's dive straight in and let's call our first evaluator for the speech today. So over to you, evaluator 1, Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti. Dream it, plan it, do it, live it. I think this was what message that Colonel Prem gave us today through his speech. I really had goosebumps going through his journey and the way he was explaining the concept to us. I think Colonel Prem is right now not in the meeting, not sure, but still I'll share the feedback here. Of course, it was an inspiring speech, very well delivered, wherein the content kept everybody glued. And his way of speaking, using the words, and delivering style make it really easy for any listener to understand what he wants to say. That I take away as his first strong point of his delivery. Second point I liked about is the way he was telling us the challenges and how he resolved that, because his focus of the speech was to inspire that, and through that he was able to do that. It would have been better had he used his body language to express himself. Because of course he has a great vocabulary, great speaking style. Speech standing would have added yet another flavor to that.
Neetu Maurya for evaluating Toastmaster Mohit Lodhi's speech. Neetu, over to you.
Thank you, Dipti. So it was a pleasure, first time evaluating Toastmaster. Am I audible to you guys? Cool.
Yes.
I would like to start with the content part. I really liked the way he presented the story from the beginning of life to the present sacrifices he made. That was beautifully presented and delivered. I appreciated the calmness in your voice, and it conveyed the simplicity of the message, yet it was impactful. These are the two things I really appreciated from your speech. The two areas where you can work on and make your next speech even better are: first, you can stand and improve upon your body language. That way, audience can connect more. It personally helped me in my last speech, as my evaluator also suggested me. Second, is your calmness is your strength, Mohit. But you can add more emotions so that the audience can feel what you're trying to share with us. Third, the very small adjustment that you can do is the title was very long and also there was no mystery in it. Maybe you can add more mystery to it and make it short. Overall, the speech met the purpose, and the purpose was to smile. That's all from my side. And you can work on these two things: body language and adding more emotions. Thank you.
Thank you, Neetu, for reminding us also of the purpose and making us smile with the evaluation. Let's move on to Toastmaster Chintan for his evaluation about Toastmaster Mohit Sahani's speech. Over to you, Chintan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dipti. What's your problem? This we hear every time when we think to express ourselves. And if someone asks us what's on your mind, that would give a lot of relief. Thanks a lot, Toastmasters Mohit, for that enriched and insightful speech. What I loved from your speech, you had backed your point of view with the research and you did the presentation, which was the purpose of your speech. So you excelled at the purpose of your speech. Second thing which I loved, just like a great storyteller, you started and you ended at the same line. You completed a full circle of the story, and that's the sign of a great story. The third thing which I loved, your personal anecdotes. You told how your manager took your tuitions and how it impacted you. You gave an example of BP education of this club, and you mentioned that how we can create the psychological safety and make people comfortable. Now, few points which I have problem with your speech, or let me say, what's on. There are two things which I want to challenge you upon. First, digital stage presence. A blur background and sitting impact of dynamic delivery. You could have stood up, you could have stopped that blurred background and delivered with open hand gestures and superb body language. Second, I felt, although it was a presentation project, but what was on the slide was already on your speech draft or speech delivery. It would have been great if we had something else on the presentation. So what we are seeing on the slide would not be same in this speech. Because when we see something, we focus on that and not on the speaker. So although it's a presentation of your speech and a speaker. So I suggest you to have more content different on the slide and the speech. Continue delivering the speech with great storytelling, and I can't wait to see you grow in the speaking community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chintan. That was valuable for all of us. Let's move on to our next evaluator, Toastmaster Nidhi, who will be sharing her evaluation on Toastmaster Swati's speech. Toastmaster Nidhi, over to you.
Yeah,
I'm not yet able to hear Nidhi. Is
Dipti, while Nidhi is back, go on.
Mehak, I don't see Nidhi on the meeting also.
She lost her connection now.
I can
Okay,
talk
let's.
first, Toastmaster Dipti.
Yes, that's right, Ashish. I'd like to invite you to share Toastmaster Alokita's speech evaluation. Please go ahead.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Dipti. In this bipolar world, how much we will love to have leaders who have capability of building consensus. Today, Toastmaster Alokita brought this spicy and relevant topic of building consensus within our group in order to progress on the journey and on the globe, on the goal of our education. What a relevant topic chosen by you, Toastmaster Alokita. What I loved about your entire session that you started with a why, as it is very rightly said that if why is clear, how appears. You started sharing why it is relevant to work on this topic. Where are we? What need to be done? And also shared the anecdote of wearing helmet vis-a-vis progressing on your goal. I think that was very, very relevant and very well done. Keep it up. Second thing, what I loved about your entire session is the summary which you gave after every speaker or every person who added their bit. You provide the crisp synopsis of what they are sharing, which was very well done. And you coupled it by calling out the people, calling out Mohit to start with, and then so on and so forth, in order to bring the relevant points on the table. You managed the detours also very well. There were a couple of times when the discussion was going stray. You did not interrupt or you did not be very harsh on the speakers, but you softly brought them back to the topic. That's not easy, and you had done well. Couple of improvements which I'll suggest you on this topic. One, while you started with the audience interaction, with regard to the two questions, you perhaps could have had a little more audience interaction on why, so that audience get a little more clarity on what's bringing you here, and they are in and you get their buy-in right in the beginning on the topic. And second thing which you could have done well is by building on some good examples, by picking up some good examples and bringing those people who are doing it well. That would have perhaps made it a bit more easier. Overall, great start with why, paraphrasing, and managing the detours. You can go to the next level by involving audience in the why itself and building on the good examples. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish. With that, we've covered all the evaluation. Is the timer report ready, Umesh, or would you need some time?
Hi, Deepti. My evaluation is left.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
at
yes.
that time there was network issue. I'm so sorry.
Yes. Thank you for getting me back on board, Nidhi. Please
It's okay,
share
it's
your
okay. I do
evaluation.
understand.
Yes, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Please share your evaluation for Swati's speech. Thank
Speech,
you.
yeah. Thank you so much, Deepti. And there is some network issue. Please bear with me. I'm trying my best to stay connected with you all. Yeah. So navigating my 20s, Swati, title was so fantastic. I went back into my 20s and I started thinking about like how I was struggling, stumbling, and scrambling. Because not only I manage, not only I could manage, and this was very inspiring speech. Your body language was appropriate, amazing use of sentences and vocabulary. You, though it was your personal story, but still you researched it well. The way you introduced this J-shaped growth chart, 60% adults, they experience anxiety in their 20s. And I do agree on this. And we all experience anxiety in our 20s. And I really like the way you realigned your goal and parallelly you started preparing for your MBA exam. I really appreciate the move that you make basis time. You keep evaluating and analyzing yourself. And this is the only reason to start preparing for your MBA exam. And I really appreciate your this move also, that at the right time you joined Toastmaster as well. You were confident. You also included your friend story in this session, how your friend, he managed to get settled in his life before time, and later to that he kept chasing his goals without leaving his current job, and he managed to success in his business as well. And that is really a learning for me, because many a times when we get settled we think that now we start resting on our laurels, but it is not like that. We should keep chasing. And I tried my level best to find out the gap, but I could not find much. A couple of things I would like to recommend you, as I'm supposed to share. You could have introduced some interrogatory remarks that could make people more engaging. And you could have, though your body language was good, but when you say something positive, you can have smile on your face. Voice modulation should have been there. And I joined this group a couple of months back, and this is your very first speech. You nailed it, but still I would request you, please coming up with speech. And when I talk about learning from the speech is, give yourself time. Don't compare yourself with other people, and keep moving up with your space. Embrace your journey and yourself. You are the best on your own way. Thank you so much, Swati. All the very best.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you for that lovely evaluation. Let's move on to our tag team. We'll start with our timer, or a couple of minutes. Yes, you need. That's fine. Understand. Our counter, if you're ready. Toastmaster Deepak.
Okay, so I'll start my report with the first speaker, Toastmaster Prem, who used two souls and his favorite word "and," who repeat this many times, and four short pauses in his speech. The next, Toastmaster Mohit Lodi, one so, one but, and one short pause. Toastmaster Mohit Sani, the speech is flawless, so I couldn't make to count any filler word. Toastmaster Swati used three souls and one but. Toastmaster Alokita, one one two so, and one Toastmaster Monica, two short poses, and the favorite word because he repeat this 2 or 3 times. Toastmaster Neetu used two and one so. Toastmaster Chintan's speech is flawless. Toastmaster need to use one 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 so, and the favorite word and repeats many times. And Toastmaster Ashi's speech is flawless, so I was not able to count any filler or such word. So thank you. That's all from our counter report, Toastmaster Dipti.
Sure. Thank you so much for a very detailed report, Deepak. I'm sure everybody would have noted their count and would like, or at least work towards improving the count and bring it down. All right, let's move on with my grammarian report till the time our timer quickly picks up pace. It was a beautiful meeting today. I had lots and lots of words, pages full of words, some simple usages, but which created an impact or empowered us. Mohit Sahni used words like pragmatic, corporate life, inclusion. Mehek used words like speechathon, profound, heal. Mohit Lodi used words like goosebumps, bonds to share, ate a piece of cake. Chintan used caught my attention, diluted delivery. Alokita used self-motivated, iterated, take the best out of you. Swati used self-discovery. behind in my life. Neetu used add emotions to make them feel. Mystery. Nidhi used something like fantastic. Analyze. Ashish used condiments for tarka. And I have many more noted down. For paucity of time, I'll switch over to, I'll share the report in writing, the detailed report. Two usages of grammar, which all of us need to work on a little bit, or were popularly incorrectly used, are the subject-verb agreement, which means that we do not use the correct tense of the verb, especially with didn't. So I heard instances where the sentence was structured like I didn't did or didn't went. Well, the correct usage will be didn't do or didn't go. I'd urge all of you to block 5 minutes, look up subject verb agreement, go through it. In case you have any questions, reach out to any of us and we'll help you through. The other improvement area that I'd like to bring out here is usage of article. So an opportunity, because opportunity starts with an vowel, which is O. So a quick search on these two topics will help us learn more about it and make us abreast in using our language more efficiently, more fluently. Well, that's with my grammarian report. And word of the day, empower. I could barely hear it. So let me take a quick moment to ask any of you to structure a sentence. I did hear Mehek, however, use the word empowering once or twice, I think. So anybody, just feel free to unmute, use the word empower in a sentence.
Through this meeting, I got empowered in my language skills and communication skills. Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Seema. And how about our idiom of the day or our phrase of the day called break a leg? Does anybody want to break a leg with the sentence structured? Somebody who's not spoken yet. Simi, do you want to give it a go? Use break a leg in a sentence, which means good luck.
Yeah, Deepti. So I am wishing break a leg to myself as I have joined this group as a new starter. And after 6 months, I would see a good growth in myself.
Absolutely. We are sure you'll break more than a leg, Simi. All the best to you. Thank you. Yeah. With that, we come to the end of the report from our tag team, and it's now timer. Toastmaster Umesh, please go ahead and share your report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Diti. It is said that words are the impactful thing, but there are more things that are impactful. One thing is the report, and when it comes to the timing report is also an impactful thing. So coming to my report, coming to the prepared speeches, first one is Toastmaster Prem Prakash. He took 6 minutes 37 seconds, falling in the yellow zone. Second, Toastmaster Mohit Lodi. He took 4 minutes 58 seconds, close to a green card. He took 5 minutes 59 seconds, and in the second session, she took 1 minute 50 seconds, falling in the yellow zone. Now coming to the evaluation, where these meetings 1 to 2 minutes. So I have break down my report in in different sections. Like for in this evaluation report, the timings are like for 1 minute I have shown the green card. For 1 minute 30 seconds I have shown the yellow card, and after 2 minutes I have shown the red card. So coming to the first evaluator, that is Toastmaster Monica. He took 2 minutes 23 seconds, falling in the red zone. Second is Toastmaster two. He took 35 seconds falling to the red. He took 302 seconds falling in the red zone. And last is Toastmaster Ashish Agarwal. He took 2 minutes 23 seconds falling in the red zone. Overall, everyone was close to the perfect timing, but not so perfect. So try to improve yourself, and I hope you all will break the leg next time. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Umesh. And now it's formally my turn. Beautiful meeting. Wins or 10 innovative ways in which each of you contributed to making this a beautiful meeting. Now, due to paucity of time, I will list out only the top 3. I'll write down and I'll make it a point to post all the 10 wins on the club website. So the top 3 are here. Our Toastmaster of the day started the activity or her role with a beautiful activity. Now, the beautiful thing is that it caught our attention, made us all feel present in the moment and be attentive to what was being followed. That was the first win, in my opinion. The second win, in my opinion, was the quick thinking that we had done today, not once, not twice, but thrice. Shortening the time of the evaluators, ensuring that the timer shows the blinks the card for the speakers and changing the mode when there's already a screen shared. So this type of quick thinking makes any meeting interesting and helps accomplish the goal. And the third win is Toastmaster Alokita's speech, where she covered her objective along with her own goal of sourcing information and sharing information about the goals for Toast. These are the 3 big wins from my side. Yes, there are a couple of improvement areas, starting with one which all of us realized at the beginning, our roles. We had to quickly look up for an important role of a general evaluator at the beginning of the meeting. Let us just surely take a note of that as club ECs. And the other one improvement area which I feel is in time management. We should have taken account into the number of speeches and the timings. I think the meeting today was beautiful. A lot of learning. All of us have pages full of notes. And with that, let us reminisce in the learning that we have today. And I would like to pass on the baton to Toastmaster of the day, Mehak. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all of us. Now, with all due respect, I just want to cover that today we learned about dreams, and dreams. Like spread happiness wherever you are, smile all the time, and that's one of the most precious gifts that you can give to the people who matter most in our lives. We learned about the inclusion, learning, contribution. One question, that's what's your problem to what's on your mind? Navigating our 20s, relating with our past, present, and future. And towards the end, we also navigated that all of these things could be achieved by pursuing your educational goals in Toastmasters. So keep following up, keep delivering speeches. Let's hear from you, all of you, more speeches, and more speeches. Until that, I will pass on the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak, for a wonderful summary that you've given for today's session. Huge round of applause for everyone who attended, presented, played a part in making today's meeting a grand success. I think what we all can do is switch on our cameras and applaud for all of us? Can we do that? Wonderful, wonderful to see everybody there. And also an important thing, I know we are a little over time and I need your help so that we can finish in the next few minutes. So if you haven't already submitted your vote, then please click on the link and do that now. It'll take a minute. And so far, I've only received 4 votes. There are 16 people in the meeting room. So I want to have everybody's vote and feedback so that we can announce the winners for today. Until you are all doing that, and timer, can I request you to put a timing for 1 minute so everybody can submit their votes? And until then, I'd like to hear from some of you, maybe starting from Ravinder. How did you feel about today's meeting?
Yeah, Mohit, thanks. It was wonderful. I seen the people speak very well, the articulated their experience and their stories. So it was learning for me, and I'm looking forward. Uh, so yeah, it was good. But I was not aware how the structure is being defined, how you people are, is how the Toastmaster Club is running. So it's new yet it's very good experience. And seeing that people are very confident, they speaking their experiences, the the way they tell their story was very appreciating. So it was good session for me.
Thanks for sharing your views, Ravinder. And yeah, there is so much happening in Toastmasters. Yeah, we're always excited about something new. And they're like to your point about learning in other forums outside of the meeting and you being new to the Toastmasters. I'm sure that if you stay connected, you will soon know a lot more about all the world of Toastmasters. Time is up, okay, and
Yeah.
we can probably hear from one more person. Seema, would you like to share your views, or anybody? Like Seema, maybe you can go first.
Yes, sure. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me the opportunity, and I apologize for the background noise. Well, it has been truly pleasure to be a part of this meeting, and for me, there are a lot of takeaways, like from the speeches to the evaluation, and then of course, I really got inspired when it comes to the session that was conducted related to Toastmaster also, because even if one is part of Toastmasters, learning from everywhere really adds what I say, different dimensions when one goes through all this. So all in all, productive session, pleasure to listen, and of course, keep upgrading and upskilling ourselves is something treasure beyond measure. So I'm grateful to all of you for making my Sunday productive. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much for sharing that feedback. Amazing to hear from you. And you have this amazing way in which you create magic with words. All right, okay. And with that, we do have the winners for today. And I would be glad to request Ravinder if you would like to announce the best speaker of the day. You can just say a few words and I will announce the name for you. Would you like to do that?
Mohit, I think it's difficult for me, and I think I'm not the right person to announce the good speaker because you are the more experienced and you people are aware about all the process. So better
Great.
to pick the who is the old timer in this Toastmaster.
Great. Thank you for sharing those comments, Ravinder. And I have to say that for today, the best speaker vote based on audience's input goes to yours truly, Mohit Sani. So we can have a round of applause for me. And for our best evaluator, I would like to request Seema, would you like to just say a few words of encouragement? And I have the winner name, so I will announce it afterwards. The best speaker. Oh, sorry, the best
The best
evaluator.
evaluator, well, it's a difficult task you have given me.
No, you don't have to announce. I have the votes and I have the conclusion. So you can
Okay.
just say the best evaluator for the day goes to, and I will announce it.
Sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Now we are going to announce the best evaluator of the day. And the person is going to be announced by none other than Mohit, the Toastmaster of our respective platform, Mohit ji. Over to you.
Yeah, and the best evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Chintan.
Wow, amazing. Huge round of applause.
All right. And then now we are heading towards the best role player. And for that, I would like to request Simi, would you like to announce a few lines and then I will share it?
Sure, Mohit. Though I know I will not be that interesting as Seema was, but looking forward to know who was best role player. Though for me, I think everybody has put a great effort, and it all the speech of every person, even in the evaluation, was empowering for us. But yes, so ladies and gentlemen, just hold your breath, and maybe you are the winner. So just expect yourself to be the winner. So Mohit is going to announce that. All the
Thank you, Simi. You did it wonderfully. And the best role player for today is Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Mehak Kapoor. And that takes us to the best auxiliary role player. And for that, I would like to request Lokita. Would you like to announce the best role player?
Sure. So the best role player award goes to
Somebody
Goes
who
to-
goes to somebody who has resumed his Toastmasters journey with us today. Toastmaster Umesh, the timer for the day. Congratulations, Umesh. All right, and I'm happy to share that overall our meeting rating is that most of the people have loved it and some have found it solid. And we have some feedback which I will be sharing offline. So thank you for your time and attention. And this has been an extended meeting, but going forward, it's learning for all of us, for us to have valuable content and still make it in time. So we will get there with all your support. Thank you and have a good rest of the weekend. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank